Yeah, that's good enough. What's up, MSFers? How are we this Friday morning?
You promised I could get better drops. You said you were going to give me better drops.
Wappa was just waiting for that one. He had that one just keyed up, just waiting for that. Oh, today we're going to be discussing the pros and cons of everything in Marvel Strike Force today. Getting some real player feedback, talking with the community, seeing how we feel about things. TLC resubscribed with Prime for 3 months. Thank you very much, TLC. You are freaking amazing. We have had a chance to see how this year-long event has played out. We took a look at the new Crucible layout, which jarringly came in at the last minute of the last tournament. And we're, theory crafting in war some. We've got some ideas of what's going on. The rework to Apocalypse, how we feel about his final state, if it even is his final state. I don't know, people might be so upset over it, they may change him yet again. So I'm just, I just kind of wanted to basically have a big Marvel Strike Force powwow about how we feel about the state of the game and stuff. So, that's kind of it. I got some weird stain on my shirt. Focus, Run 7, focus. All right, let's take a look at this here. We need this one. Today's the day, okay? So you've got your campaign energy and your alliance credits that you want to save all that stuff for once the Luck of the Spring event starts this afternoon, and then you can finally start playing Marvel Strike Force. That'll be fun, won't it? That'll be a lot of fun. Otherwise, we do have a game that does need to be played, but first, let's say hello. What's up, Miniatures? What's up, Sifu Shan? What's up, Owella? What's up, Benny Westside? Chris Van Buren, Commander Root? What's up, Daddy O, Drap, Snap, Adelina, Elder? What's up, Foghead, Jarvis, J-Rock, and Land J? What's up, Poseidon's Kiss? What's up, Saini? What's up, TLC, Todd, and Whoopshammer?
No, not at all. Not on any fucking planet.
What's up, Viz? What's up, General Thad? I think I got everybody. What's up, Duke? Glad everybody could join us this fine Friday morning. Are we all excited about the blog post coming out?
A show here, for the love of God.
So, I ran a weird defense last night and it didn't hold that well. I think I got hit twice last night. This is what I'm trying right now. I literally just set this before stream started, so I have no idea if this is any good. It was between me and Dorky, so you know where I went. I'll remind if you said that. I don't think Doom's gonna do anything, but I tried Sam. That one didn't hold. I got hit twice last night with Sam in there. And 2 times overnight is probably... It's hard to decide in my arena shard. I'm pretty sure I live in the laziest arena shard. God bless all of you guys. I appreciate it so much. We're so happy having the lazy arena shard. What's up, Pathfinder? So it's fantastic in here. So being hit twice overnight is probably like I would say the average is like 1.8 times you get hit overnight. Is probably because it's such a small, there's so many. It's such a lazy shard. So I don't know if this is gonna work. Probably not. I'm pretty sure somebody's just gonna go in with a MLF composition and it'll wreck Doom. But Sam Cap didn't work. I tried him in there. That didn't work very well. What else did I try? I tried Eternals in there instead of MLF and Doom. That wasn't a big deal. Emma's not gonna do me anything, Gozer. Emma's only good for the people who don't have Apocalypse. And my arena shard moves so slowly that everybody in the top 20 has Apocalypse, so I'm not worried about competing with that. Must be nice having a lazy arena. Mine is super competitive. People sit and watch their rankings in the last 2 hours before payout. I don't do that. I can usually pay out in the top 6 If I make it to number 1, I usually pay out in the top 6, and I won't be around for hours. So it works real well. Anyway, that's what I'm using. I've tried some different placement, putting Red Hulk next to Rogue and stuff like that, because you know he gives speed to Apocalypse and 1 random adjacent horseman. So whoever you have adjacent, it does stuff to. The top 10 on mine lock themselves. It's so much fun. I'm sorry, Lanjay. Everybody in my arena shard colludes. We all collude by being like, yeah, we're just not gonna push that hard. That's it, man. It's fantastic. What's up, Hedgehog? I'm thinking about trying the Hulk one. I saw that, Gozer. I'm thinking about trying the Hulk one. I'll get around to it. I want to see what Doom does for me, if that makes a difference at all. If anybody in my arena shard actually attacks my defenses, please let me know. Look at this one in here. This, I can pretty much use anything on this, right? I'll throw in the Kang one. Don't do Kang on defense. You don't gain any of the you just mirror. You do a perfect mirror and you get the speed advantage. Lazy people unite. Maybe tomorrow. I was gonna procrastinate, but I decided to put it off until another day. Oh, we can do... Everybody has 100% attack rate, right? So let's do this. This will be interesting. Well, Kang won't have it, will he? I can't remember. Does Kang hit people? Yep, he still hits people, so I guess that don't matter either, does it? Let's, does this do adjacent also? Attack primary for ability block and adjacent. We'll go ahead and hit her. I didn't really want to hit Red Hulk also on that. That's okay, though. We'll do this on Red Hulk since it's not, you know, a thing. And he's got immunity, so that's no good. Let's go. I don't want to kill her. This is lame. Okay, I'm gonna basic punch into him. That's dumb, but I'm going to. Feels dumb to do that, but just sitting here waiting for APOC to take a turn. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, he's gonna take a turn. Jeez, lame. Lame. Okay. Waiting for people to take a turn. It's the dumbest thing ever. Can I kill? Does this kill him? Characters killed by this attack can't be revived. Let's try this. See how that works. It worked pretty well, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, good. I was doing it right. Basic, basic, basic. Yeah, it's all allies. Kang still made it happen, though. Yeah, fear not. This new arena meta, it's simply all they did was get rid of the Tangled Web team. They just got rid of Tangled Web. They didn't make it harder. There's no insurmountable challenges or anything. I have streams running partially because Dorky is still going. Multi-streaming? I understand that, Last Starfighter. Sometimes you want to be watching somebody, but they might be doing something boring. And so you just have multiple streams going. A lot of times I'll be moderating for my wife and I'll have somebody else's stream going also and switch back and forth. So irresponsible for Dorky? What's irresponsible about Dorky streaming right now? Look at this. This one's down to 22 hours. I better collect that one. Marvel Horde Force. In full effect. No, Raw isn't boring. Raw isn't boring. It's just, you know, sometimes I want to find out what's going on elsewhere. There will be an interesting topic on somebody else's stream. So I usually do that. Oh, good Lord. Everybody's going to come after me and for saying my wife's boring. Yeah, got rid of Tangled Web but brought back the Eternals. I have a question. Do all the players in your shard have the same payout times? It's not like that in my other games, but never found out what it was in MSF. Only been playing for 5 years. I don't know, Lanjay. I heard that there's different payout times for different time zones. Like Boylan has a different payout time for his arena because he started when he was in Europe or someplace. I could be wrong. He wasn't in the States when that happened. And so I know that there are different payout times. I feel like most of the people in my arena shard, however, have a pretty similar payout time. But I don't know. There's not a lot of sniping that goes on, but there's a little bit. Each shard has its own payout time. I thought different people within the shard had different payout times, Viz. You'd know, you've got 76 different accounts, 76 different arena payouts, so my payout time is at 6 p.m. Eastern. Mine is something like 8 or 9 p.m. Central, which would be 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. See, because I don't really pay attention to it. I just do my arena tag before bed. And sometimes that's 20 minutes until payout, and sometimes that's an hour or two, and I don't really pay attention. I think the way it works is they divide players into shards by start date, but geolocation. So a player in Japan and a player in the US starting at the same time would get different payout times set at the shard they joined. I think that's it also, Stocky. I think that's my impression, but I don't know. Now it makes sense why the shard is dead until the last hour of payout. Direct deposit into Scopely Bucks on Saturday. Let's see here. Do I have a Death Seed team? Be kind of cool if I did. I do, look at that. And it's a punch down, my favorite kind of war attack. Am I still loading features? Wow. It's called shill coins now. Oh, I love how Pathfinder can roll with the punches. Let my Archangel go first. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one here. I think that ought to kill Dark Beast, hopefully. Yeah, that'll kill him. Pink, there we go. And now I'll go after Nemesis. Do I want this one? Apply defense up, or do I want this one? Apply counter. Apply counter! I think you mispronounced Ultra Cores. Every time I make a video, they have a metric of how many people bought stuff based on it, and I get a royalty. It's a great setup. The skill coins have been rolling in lately. For those of you who don't know, his shill coins is sarcasm, you guys. There is nothing like that. In fact, more and more, I am starting to feel like the Envoy program has absolutely no sway or power in deciding anything at all. It is rapidly, in my opinion, appearing to be a useless server. That doesn't mean that there aren't great ideas and hardworking people in there. I'm pointing the finger at the powers that be over at Scopely and saying they don't give an F. What did we achieve, Benny? And it's not me, I didn't achieve shit. What did you guys achieve? I know Hargrave's real happy about that energy thing, which then they kind of nerfed in a different way, so it didn't amount to a whole lot. Like when I show a 650k team at low stars, it is only to get a ton of people to buy stuff. If it weren't for the Envoy program, Morbius and Agent Venom wouldn't have received the Spider-Verse tag. Big gains on that one, Benny. Big gains on that one, right? Rolf Kieran coming in hot. Rolf Kieran, what do you think? Rolf Kieran, what's your favorite three things about Marvel Strike Force right now? And what are your three most annoying features in Marvel Strike Force right now? Like what are you happy about and what are you disappointed over? If it weren't for the Envoy program, I wouldn't have a Bentley. 0, 0, 0. Oh, are you saying ooh? Like, ooh, that's a tough question? Okay, I see. I was thinking there was nothing to be happy about. Don't forget the meta-shattering Mr. Negative getting the tag as well, yeah. It's, it's not, Benny, it's not to say that I don't appreciate the hard work that the Envoys are putting in. My point is that not enough of their voices are being heard or taken seriously. I believe that there are other distractions to Scopely, other things that they are paying more attention to, and other voices that are being heard more readily than the Envoys. And it's a shame, too, because the Envoy program as a whole is looking out for the community as a whole. Agent Venom and Morbius was you? Well, thank you, Benny. I appreciate that. They did need the tag, and that's awesome. Top three things. Number 1, RTA. Number 2, Envoy program. Number 3, Blitz. Top 3 worst things. 1, Crucible. 2, Raids. 3, War. Boy, it's all spicy sarcasm coming from Pathfinder Gaming today. I already wasted my gamma. Let's see if I can do some sort of an attack in here. What do I normally use on these guys? I forget. Yeah, we'll A-Force Doom it. How's this work with Surfer? I don't think I have Surfer left. Nope, I already used Surfer, so that won't work. We'll just A-Force Doom it. Why the hat? What do you mean, why the hat? The blue hat? This is just my blue hat. I just have a blue hat and I wear it sometimes. It's not like I got a haircut. I need a haircut. That's one thing. I tend to wear this hat when I need a haircut because my hair is pretty unruly. That's probably what it is. Am I gonna chain the right way? Oh, did not chain the correct direction. That's okay. We'll focus on KDB now. Let's watch the stunning ability of Captain Marvel in this epic tickle fight. Oh my God, she finally cleared one. Only had to get him down to 25% health with defense down for it to work. It's amazing. What's up, Jarvis? Strike time videos have to be up towards the top. What, positive or negative? What's up, Big Salty? No, Benny, I don't want you to leave. Of course not. If anything, I'd rather you get in the stream channel and talk with me. Let's go 1. And we can go over here to make sure she goes away 2. And the Big Bopper. Boom. And then we just throw it on auto because I don't care. Let's see. Oh, Big Salty coming in with a raid. I didn't realize that. Sorry, Big Salty. Thank you for the raid. I don't know why I didn't pop off a little thing over there. How was your stream, my guy? That's how I am. I do my bucket hat when my sides haven't been cut. I'm not in there right now. Oh, you guys are in there. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hi.
There he is.
Run.
Singing his song. I'm gonna just kill this music altogether. I like it better when I can hear everybody clearly. What's going on, guys?
Living the dream.
Yeah.
It's a great day.
My shill coins were deposited into my MSF account this morning.
That's fantastic. I'm glad. Hey, you got to hook me up with that link, buddy, because I'm still, nickel and diming it over here.
The thing is, Ron, you have to get people to buy stuff when you make your videos. Like you have to be super convincing for telling people to spend all the money that they have, and then you get a part of that. That's why it's called shill coins.
I see. Well, no need for me to hit that link then. I'm not pushing anybody to buy anything. I can't even joke about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have gotten a lot of people to buy a lot of things.
Yeah, Run Schiller. So I recently just watched this video this morning from Game Ranks, and they talk about games as a service. And how, Marvel Strike Force is a game as a service. It's an ongoing thing where they continually get money, and it's how they make money, and it's a very lucrative gig. And so the one way that this game makes money is by putting us in this perpetual state of frustration where we always feel the need to get out our wallet, slide our credit card, and purchase a thing to get us closer to that carrot that they dangle in front of us. This is a tried and true method. It is somewhat recent in the past 10 years or so. And more games are taking this on, not just mobile games. In fact, mobile games adopted it from other games that, you paid $60 for the game and then you continually purchase stuff within it. And I think that a lot of people just are having trouble grasping that concept. And I think that's where a lot of the frustration comes from. But also, on the other hand, I do believe that Scopely tends to push that too far. And then you get more and more outrage from people and frustration to the point where people quit. And it's that balancing act of understanding that this is the world we live in, but also understanding when they're doing us dirty by going too hard. So I was kind of wondering what you guys think are good features about this game, good improvements, things that Scopely has done that positively improve the community, and other things that they seem to be refusing to do or doing or going in the wrong direction with. What do you guys think? Benny, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Give me like 1 second to gather my thoughts.
Like, what do you think is good about Marvel Strike Force? What do you think is a realistic expectation from the player base? And where do you think that Scopely has gone wrong in pushing things too far?
I think they've come up with a, not that they invented the 5v5. They've come up with a fun game that is entertaining and that can keep somebody occupied for a while or very short amount of time, depending on how much you want to engage. And it has beautiful graphics, great animations. So as like just purely on a enjoyment point of view, if you don't look at events and like requirements, milestones, things like that, I think it's a good game, fun and enjoyable. Where they've gone wrong is, as you said, since like in the past 5 years, they've been pushing just a little bit more. Just the other day, Pat, did I DM that to you? Where it unlocks where like you could unlock at 5 stars free to play if you grinded. Then that fell down to 4. Now it's to a point where it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna even unlock at 3 stars.
Right.
Like Agent Venom, a lot of people couldn't unlock. Zombie Iron Man, I think it was maybe 2 stars that people were only able to get. I don't even remember. So I think they've pushed and pushed and pushed, and that's getting to people, and I recognize that. My means of combating that has been to, expect less. If you
right. That's an unfortunate approach to take. I don't think we should have to do that, but I agree that's kind of where it's at.
I agree. Well, that's why for me now it's at a point where it's like, if they communicate that an event is a whale event before it starts, then it's fine for me. Okay, I don't have to partake in that event.
But they're all looking like whale events lately. That's another problem. We're not getting a break from these resource spending events where we're just dumping all of our resources everywhere.
Yeah. Instead of like gameplay events, it's resource events. Like it's not
Right.
do Crucible battles. I mean, okay. Well, anyway, one's coming up where it's the Crucible battles.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's more about like earn power cores, gain blitz credits, gain raid credits. Like stop it with the credits already.
Right. I want wins or battles, or I'm even okay with the battles with characters that have higher and higher star ranks, you know, for the benefit to the spenders. That's fine with me. They, however, don't allow me to partake in those events at all as a free-to-play player, as a dead whale, because I don't have the character unlocked. There's no way for me to unlock them. I appreciated that they tried to come a little bit closer my direction with Cap 2, but he's still unattainable for me. I've opened up 4 of his orbs. That's all the cores I got left because of the previous core spending event. If he unlocked it 1 star, I would be playing in his event right now. And I don't understand why we don't have characters that unlock at 1 star. I don't see the downside of that. Why not have every single character in the game unlock at 1 star? Why do we have 7 stars if we're virtually not using the first one? Doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. Pathfinder, what do you got on this?
Like just in terms of like the milestones themselves, I think that when the milestones first started, they were a great thing. Like I think a lot of people's complaints were that there wasn't enough events. Like it was just kind of like in general terms boring. Like we didn't have monthly events until this previous summer, right? Like I think the first one was this last summer, and they were arguably fairly straightforward and easy, and they filled in stuff with grinding. You have to take a look at like before those things happened, Blitz was a way to release a character, sometimes even 2 a patch. They went away completely from that by request from the community, by the way, and then started this monthly event and realized that more people were spending because of the new event structure than they were on Blitz, because the top people could grind their way into getting those stars. Now, as Benny said, they're continuing to lower the amount of stars you get, and I would agree with you. Why can't we just unlock the character at 1 star? Like, why can't the Cap World War II and the subsequent event that's going on right now with it unlock at 15 shards? Like, unlock him at 15 shards, and then you get as far as you want in that calendar. I mean, hell, just give us 15 shards. Like, here's the 1 star character, and here you go. My favorite thing about this game is Cosmic Crucible. I am really bummed out by the change they just made. And
which change specifically is that? Room 6 or Room 5?
The nerf to Darkhold, and the Room 5 being specifically Tangled Web and Eternals.
Right.
Because it's not that those changes are necessarily going to be game breaking or not. It's way too early to tell if that's going to be the case until we actually get in there and contest stuff. But it shows me that they're heading down a road to where they're going to give us a problem and sell us the solution to that problem. And that cycle is going to repeat.
I mean, we already have that in play, but before it was a little bit vague and we could kind of pretend that, okay, there's still some room to maneuver, but now it is getting incredibly specific. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's
right.
This is what you are supposed to use here, and if you don't buy this feature, you're going to pay for it in your gameplay. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I'm stoked that the community immediately got together and we found out solutions to Room 5 if you don't want to go the New Warrior route. The Room 6 with Wakanda is troublesome now because you kind of have to use Masters of Evil. So, I don't know what to do about that. They nerfed the Darkhold so much further, but yeah, it's too on the nose now.
I think for me, like, there needs to be something, some type of balancing in the game. When I look at like a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, for example, now that game is much older and has like a more diversity in the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at like what we have available to us, like right now, 6 offensive and 6 defensive teams, like I get to the point where I struggle if I have 6 good teams on defense to like work on the offensive teams. I feel like they need to have a balancing act where characters that are older still have a place somewhere in the meta. And
how about like a new game mode that is highly rewarding, that specifically takes advantage of your older characters? PvE content is great because it scales infinitely, right? Everybody's building everything and we all go against each other. Real quick, let's see here. So Bendable Straws makes a good point. They made this change mid-season. That feels like they just kind of pulled the rug out. Like they're just changing the rules right in the middle of the season. That was not cool at all. Benny, do you happen to know what the new character uniques are? You're the one who makes those infographics, and you usually know that stuff.
I do. 1 second. I posted that here.
Yeah, Bendable, it's rigged. It absolutely, when they do a change mid-season of Crucible, it points out just how rigged it is.
I know World War II cap is the P jars.
So, by the way, for whoever asked it, it's also on MSF.gg. But yeah, World War II cap is serum SO2 or superhuman serum.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky Barnes is unstable cloth, which is like the same as Jessica Drew's. Iron Fist is Judas bullets. Union Jack is carbonadium. Quicksilver is chromium. And Firestar is ballistic weave, which is the same as Rogue's. I get all the cloths confused, so this is the Rogue one.
Those are not easily attainable pieces. Those are some pretty... I remember going around collecting a lot of the pieces you just listed off for some recent builds, so I'm probably going to be depleted of a lot of those categories.
Yeah.
Those are not easy ones. The Judas bullet, okay, yeah, lay it on me. Give me any character you want, have them give the Judas bullets, but yeah, the rest of those, like the chromium, come on, man, we just got done doing Archangel with chromium. Ballistic weave, that was a minute ago, but still, I'm pretty sure I absorbed all of those.
Yeah, I think 2099 is ballistic. One of the Tangled Web is ballistic. Rogue is ballistic. Echo is ballistic. Yeah.
Yeah. Firestar and Quicksilver is the only ones you care about, Stocky.
Reaper calls her Firecrotch.
Firecrotch. Dude, have you seen some of those images of her? Mind the gap, my goodness.
Yeah, her thigh gap is...
It's a little pronounced. I was like, holy cow. There's one thing that the art department can't ever seem to do right is hands. Have you guys noticed this? Like in all the loading screens, look at the hands of the characters. They have these sometimes I gotta count the knuckles to make sure they didn't put extra long fingers in there. They're so weird looking to me. What is this achievement? I got an achievement. Hold on, that's the wrong button. Go back. I got an achievement here. Complete 4,500 battles in the arena. Look at that. I'm a pro now. What a fantastic. Oh, that's so nice of them to give me that health pack.
Man, you have over 1,000 more battles in the arena than I do.
I like
How
arena.
much I cared about arena in the past.
I enjoy arena. Okay, so Apocalypse. He came out vastly underwhelming. A vast majority of the player base was like, are you kidding me? And they very quickly came out with a hot fix for him. So fast, in fact, that I kind of feel like they absolutely intentionally put the lowest version they could of him out there to see what we would think, and they were prepared to bring him up later, which wouldn't have bothered me if they would have messaged that and said, hey, it's tricky. We're going to put out a version of this character and we want your guys' feedback to know how to adjust him. And I think a lot of people would have stuck around instead of seeing him on day one and saying, fuck this game, I'm out. Because a lot of people did that. The day that they unlocked Apocalypse, they were like, are you kidding me? This is crap. And so
I don't agree that they intentionally knew that he was bad, unless they just decided not to ask for any feedback. Like, unless they just, behind the scenes, like, were asking other people for feedback.
mm-hmm.
I personally feel like they thought he was fine. And
Really?
they scrambled when they realized. Also, releasing him on a Friday was stupid.
That was dumb. Yeah.
I think that they should not have done that. And then they scrambled Monday and had literally everyone on the team working on it. I think that's what happened.
That's my reading too.
Really? I felt like they had that list of fixes, like of what they were gonna do.
I think they had an all hands on deck meeting and came up with that. And they literally had everybody working on him. I think that's what happened.
Well, I was trying to give him credit for that one, and Mr. Positive comes in here and sweeps the legs out from underneath me.
I'm Mr. Schilling.
Mr. Schilling. Sorry.
Sunday night, Archangel was asking, what would you change on Apocalypse?
That was on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they already had this like upgraded Apocalypse in place, he wouldn't be asking things on Sunday.
I think he would still ask things. I would think he would still want to generate some feedback to know how their internal ideas of what they planned on doing aligned with what the community wanted. Like,
I will just say this.
What's the point? Like, if you were to do what I thought, which was to release the character knowing it's going to be upgraded, they would have a set of things already planned to do to him, but they would want the feedback from the community to know which ones they want to cross off of their list and which ones they want to add to their list of changes. So that would make sense to me to go ahead and ask the community, even though they had something in mind. But you guys would know better than me if you think that they scrambled to do this. That I totally believe that. I just...
I don't think they're done either.
You think they're going to do it some more?
Yeah, I don't think they're done.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that there are some changes going to happen here soon. I'm kind of curious what people would want for changes. What's the biggest problems and the biggest successes?
What people want is they want him to be unbeatable,
which would be horrific. It would be absolutely horrible if he was unbeatable. Point in case would be Heroes for Hire, right? That team came out and everyone absolutely hated it because you couldn't do anything with it. It was frustrating. I don't think everyone hated
it. I think some people loved it.
You're right. I know there are some people out there that I always say everyone, but it was a big ordeal and it was a huge uproar with the vocal community. They were pissed off about it. And if it was completely unbeatable, if Apocalypse was completely unbeatable, then I would still be sitting in position number 1 of my arena shard because as soon as he unlocked, as soon as the rework for Apocalypse came out, I switched him on my arena defense, and I just happened to be in position number 1. And I would have been locked in at position number 1 for God knows how long, and I would have been laughing about it, but everybody else would have been furious about it. The real players hated H for H. Trolls liked H for H.
I think there was a certain group of players that liked the unbeatable stuff. I
like really a challenging team. I do. That's why I'm not too upset over.
The team wasn't challenging though.
It was lazy written. Yeah, it was lazy written.
It was just let's force you to not win.
Right. Which is why I went so heavy into Weapon X. Well, one, I would have gone heavy into Weapon X anyway because Omega Red and Wolverine, those are some of my favorite characters in the game. But I also hated H for H, and so that spurred on a lot of my spending on that team. So that was exactly what they wanted to happen. They frustrated me, and I spent more because of it.
For me, it was like a fortress that took a while to beat. Like, I liked it, and I mean, I people would hate another one, but I would like another, defensive bastion like that because Heroes for Hire is kind of done now. But I understand that a lot of people don't want that.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of Apocalypse being so incredibly OP broken.
Oh, not one character, just like Heroes for Hire, like on more defense.
Right.
It's there that they do it, and
right, in one place they were insurmountable. Well, we kind of have that with Gamma in War right now. Incredibly challenging team without a very good one-shot solution. You can one-shot them, but it's tough. And you basically have to use things you don't really want to use because it becomes kind of inefficient. And so you end up two-tapping it because that becomes the most efficient thing to do in War because you can use lesser teams to beat it. I don't want to have to use Gamma APOC to beat Gamma on defense. That's not an efficient way to go about it. But that's a very good way to go about it if you want to beat it in one shot without the fear of losing so much. Tell your alliance that a 600 Weapon X will destroy that team in Bridge. A 600 Weapon X will destroy that team in Bridge? Do I have a Weapon X? I think I used my Weapon X. Oh, I used my Weapon X. Viz, you got anything else for me? I'll probably just use this, right? Well, can I do it with this? I don't know.
No.
Masters of Evil. I've got Masters of Evil.
no.
They're not going to do it either, huh? I already used Emma. That's not even going to be enough speed even with Emma. Oh, well.
Why on offense?
What's that?
You have Young Avengers on offense.
You think that'll work?
No. I'm just remarking.
Oh, why do I have them on offense? I have everything on offense in War. I'm delegated to a flight deck on my alliance, and so I don't care what I put on defense, and so I want all the tools available to me. I enjoy fighting with Young Avengers. I think they're a fun team to play with, and so I enjoy going in there with that team and using them.
For me, that's Hero Asgard. I have them on offense, and for some reason, I have fun using them in War offense.
Yeah. How am I using APOC in War and Cosmic Crucible? I usually throw APOC on one of the Horseman teams and use it to smack down something else. I think most of the time I throw him on Gamma and use Gamma APOC to beat Gamma in War. I don't have a great use for APOC. And then in Crucible, similar things in Crucible, although what did I do in Crucible last time? I think I did. What did I don't remember what I used him for in Crucible this last time. Yeah. Let's go. What was this? Where did I use him? Oh, here. I used him with the Darkhold to beat the Unlimited X-Men, and I did a terrible job of it too. I was trying to figure out how to do that because I saw somebody else do it. And they did it without losing anybody. And I wanted to see how to do it. And I did not figure out the Darkhold into Unlimited. That didn't work for me at all. And that was it. Does Gamma and APOC one-shot in War, or does it still require a burn sack team? Gamma APOC can one-shot Gamma in War. Yeah. It doesn't require a burn team. I don't like using burn teams. I want to one-shot everything. That's what I like to do. Which is
one-shot the game.
Which is probably stupid because I could put my Gamma on defense and have a good chance of getting a defensive victory or having them do a two-tap on my Gamma, slowing them down to some degree. and me finding an efficient one shot or two tapping their gamma for the draw. Right? So I would stand a better chance of doing that. Not to mention I could then use Apocalypse somewhere else on offense for value. But instead I go ahead and just smash things because I'm an impetulant child and I like to just smash things when they go wrong. So I'm not hearing a lot of positive stuff from everybody. Everybody's talking about the things that they don't like. I was hoping that people would come in with like these, hey, this thing, like the claim all button for milestones was fantastic. A small gesture, but it's something.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've been using the crap out of that one. And they even placed it in a spot where you don't accidentally double tap it in case you do want to save portions of your milestones. So I thought it was pretty good. Purple Sticky likes Benny Westside.
Yeah, and I like him back.
I like Penny Westside too.
You know what I really like? I love you too, Pat. You know what I really like this patch? The fact that they expanded the raid tags for Cloak and Deathpool. I think that's going to be a great opportunity for theory crafting.
For Cloak and Death, how did they expand those tags? What do you mean? Because they went to Mystic Warrior or whatever, right?
Well, so instead of just raids, they do it on Crucible offense.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Deathpool gives energy to mystics like Doom or Dormammu. And Cloak rewinds, which I think is fantastic.
Well, I mean, that's what they want people to use that team. They're shifting it over to Crucible as a Crucible offense.
Yeah. No, I'm saying aside from their like full team, those two can have plug and play theory crafting opportunities too. Like how sometimes we pull Jessica Drew off of A-Force to, ability block somebody unavoidably, or Nico to flip defense ups on like a Bionic Avengers or something.
Mm-hmm.
Those two characters I think are going to have uses off of their team as well.
I like Cloak and Dagger and Deathpool regardless of what they did to them, so I also am happy that they made that happen. Anytime a character gains viability in more than one game mode, I am all for that. It sucks that they created a situation making people feel like they have to buy and build the team and go after the new members and stuff. I think they could have just upgraded those two and tried to sell us the new character. People would have been excited about it, but instead making this on-the-nose change to Room 5 kind of pisses everybody off, and it makes me want to not invest in the new characters just to spite them. That's how I feel about it, but I don't know. I'm one person. Hey, I'll get some of these.
Could you be multiple people, Run?
I wish I could be multiple people. I wish I had sway over the makers of this game, but I do not, and nor will I ever.
Is your seat in the Envoy program?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, Benny. I think I'm not impressed. I'm second guessing my decision to join the Envoy program. I'm just not impressed. I have actually made less content because I joined the Envoy program. And the things that I was worried about happened the very first week. And I feel like no one in there is being listened to. I see how hard you guys are trying and stuff. I don't want to get drawn into trying to fix the game, make changes or anything. Because it feels like the Envoy program is this token for them so that they can show that they're listening to the community and engaging with the community and everything. Everything there is a no, man. Everything there is a no. They just don't say it as a no. But it's a no. Every time we're like, you guys are pushing too hard. You need to come back and meet us halfway. It's a no. It's very, I don't mean to be so negative about it, but I really feel like there's just not going to be any ground gained in there. I think they're listening to other people way more than they listen to the envoys. Yeah, that's true, Copcat. They do Tana. Let's get it right. Tana finds a lot of the bug fixes for them. There's other people too, sure, reporting and things too, but Tana's doing a lot of the heavy lifting there.
Yeah, Tana's doing it.
He's got the lion's share of that with going through those JSON files and finding out why things are not working right. But there are, Benny and Pathfinder, Dorky Dad, all these people, they are reporting different things going wrong as well. It's literally nowhere in there. Yeah, J-SWAT, they might listen to people like that. Do we have to keep CC rewards? That's a good question. Do you guys know if we're saving our Cosmic... I've been collecting mine. I don't know if there's any reason to save your Cosmic Crucible rewards. All I've been saving is my energy and the arena... Or not the arena, the Alliance stuff. Whoops, apparently I collected those too. And I just got that one because it rolled over. So don't do that. Oh, wait, that was yesterday's. That was yesterday's. Okay, I'm still good. So I got to donate and do that.
There's nothing that I know of for Crucible, so I've been claiming the credits and spending credits.
Yeah, me too. I don't think the only thing that I know of for sure is to save your campaign energy from today and in the mailbox. Cause I haven't done these. I can spend some of this. In fact, I should, just to keep it down from the cap, but otherwise there isn't anything. It's just that and the Alliance credits today. And that this afternoon you can blow your wad. Just go nuts.
Yeah, blow your wad.
Just spend it all over. This is how I wave my wallet around, by the way. I don't know what you guys thought that was. You dirty bastards.
I just throw my coins in the
air. Yeah, his shell coins. It's
all digital, but it's kind of nice to throw it around.
Fight the system, open everything. I like it, Hydras. So I'm back. I took APOC off my list, and then they announced the rework, and they reworked him, and I put him back on my list. I'm building him back up now. So in fact, these are my top 10 characters, which are mostly farms. These are mostly farmable nodes. Nico's already topped off. I'm just farming her node, and Echo. Wait, I don't need to farm her node anymore, do I? Does her node have something else in there? Maybe that's why. Oh yeah, it's got the ability orbs, so that's why I have her hearted. I'm not actually farming her shards anymore. So that's good.
So those nodes with orb frags.
Yeah.
I never did the math. Are they specific? Are they worth it? The gold orb and the training orb.
They're the only place you can get gold and stuff. So, as opposed to farming a node that just has regular gold in it, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, you get more by farming the gold nodes, I believe. Which one is it? Is it Echo that's got gold?
Right.
It's yeah. Where's AV? Come on. There it is. He's the gold orb, I believe. Come on. There we go. So you're still getting the 6,000 gold, but you're also getting 80 shards of a gold orb, which is next to nothing, but it's something. And that's something more than nothing, so I'm farming it. My biggest bottleneck in the game is gold, and of course now cores, because I've been purchasing the Cap 2 orb. Oops, I don't want that one on here. Get off my screen. I only have... That's after three orbs I purchased and got 6 shards out of each one. Question for you and the other content creators live here. Is it worth rushing to get APOC or work on getting both Doom and Dormammu while still working on APOC slowly? Devil's Fan, my suggestion is Doom and Dormammu slowly while working on APOC slowly. You should go for APOC, but swing wide and catch the characters that allow you to get Doom and Dormammu along the way. I find they all three have value.
I really wouldn't work on Doom as much as I would work on Dorm and APOC. Unlocking Doom is great. I don't think that you necessarily need to build them up a bunch.
And there's even a case to be made for having a smaller Doom, because you can use him against certain teams where he'll get knocked under 50% if you don't build him up too big and trigger that passive. So,
Or they dead.
So yeah, but there's, just today we had some videos that talk about how to do things without Apocalypse. He's not absolutely the end all be all and completely necessary, although Pathfinder Schilling says that he is going to get reworked again. You can take that to the bank. That is absolutely confirmed.
Shillfinder Gaming.
Shillfinder Gaming, sorry. Shillfinder Gaming.
Or you could call me Socio Pathfinder.
Socio Pathfinder. That's my favorite. There's going to be plenty of overlap from the Apocalypse characters you need to build anyway. You can use those to get Doom and Dorm organically eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of either way. Whatever you think looks fun, Devil's fan. That's probably the way to go about it. I never built my Doom from last summer. Definitely wouldn't build
changing my channel points from Path to Glory points to Shill coins.
Shill coins? That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. I've had Doom for a while, but no Dorm. Yeah, it's because I focus so much on APOC. I need City for DD5, but really wasn't spending teal gear on them. Oh, City and DD5, man, I'm glad I'm past that nightmare. That was a shit show, wasn't it? It's fun when people reminisce about the bad things that have happened in the past. Remember getting double fisted back in one of those dark dimensions? That was the worst. Oh,
double fisting always is nice.
Double fisting is terrible, isn't it? Unless you're into that sort of thing. Unless you're a real glutton for punishment. Hype trains and now shill trains. Yeah, shill trains. Did I miss Rocket Ghost with the follow there? Sorry, Ricochet Ghost. Thank you for the follow. I missed that back there.
You know what I love is what auto mod decides to block. Like earlier, it sucked me.
My auto mod has a mind of its own.
Now it blocked fisting.
Right. It's so weird. It's like an organic AI. I swear. It's like Chat GTP is in there trying to decide what we should and shouldn't listen to. What else am I doing?
I'm afraid I have to call into a meeting.
Going
I
into a meeting?
have to go as well.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
We're in the same meeting, apparently.
Thanks for having us, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to record a Defense Up video without you guys, so I'll go wing this one.
Everybody remember, coins are the new.
That's right. Yeah, go subscribe to Pathfinder Gaming and send him some shill coins. Otherwise, be sure to check out Benny Westside's Instagram account. He's got those awesome infographics coming out all the time. They're really beautiful and very informative. We're back after recording a video, and we had massive discussions about this while you were away behind the scenes. You can always come catch those live YouTube or live on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday if you want to. So what's up, guys? What were you talking about while I was gone?
Not much. We're just talking about where everyone landed after this last round.
Oh yeah, how'd you guys do?
Well, where were you saying, Zero? Where'd you end up?
I'm still tripping over it, but I am higher than Sticky at the moment.
Really? You did better than I thought. Sticky was running around in upper Masters level.
Well, rating wise, so he's in Masters 2. I'm in Masters 1.
Okay.
But him going against those level 95 people, that's a.
Oh,
he's hitting
the
people
wall.
you're going to be facing next week.
I am. I don't know.
Juicy, what are you doing? What are you doing in Crucible these days?
I am like 110 or something like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was in the top 100, then I lost gloriously to Gamma on Wednesday.
I've been doing so horrible in Crucible lately, and I honestly kind of don't care, because when I first saw them make these changes to Crucible mid-tournament of all things, I was a little dismayed, and I was like, what's the point when they just keep pulling the rug out from us? I've made this correlation before, but have you guys ever read the book Ender's Game? I know there's a movie about it, but the movies always suck. But Ender Wiggin is always, he's playing these war games, and the people that run the war games are constantly rigging it so he cannot win.
Oh, shit.
And that's what it feels like playing Marvel Strike Force, is that they always keep changing it. BCG giving out 5 gifted subs to the community. You're freaking awesome, BCG. Thank you so much for that. And a sword named Kindness resubscribed for 1 month. That's fantastic. I appreciate that so much. So yeah,
Juice,
that's.
I need to chat with Juice just to kind of pre-prepare for what we're about to expect, because I don't know how hard turtling it's going to be. Because we're both like really close to each other right now. So it's about to be a different world for both of us.
Yeah. Well, and so, see, my issue is that my teams aren't big enough to get through like an eternal tangle web that my opponents are going to put on defense.
Yep.
So that's not an option for me.
So you've got to keep them on offense to beat it? Or are you just gonna? Because if you put it on defense, they will have the tools to beat yours, correct?
Yeah, they're just going to smack it down with the 1.6 million unlimited.
Okay.
And move on. And I'm going to get crushed by their 1.4, 1.5 million Eternals Tangle Web team.
Yeah.
Because my limited is like 1 million. So, it'll get just decimated.
So you have to keep this for offense. Now, one more time, if you're gonna mirror this exact team that I'm showing on the screen, am I showing it on your guys'? Did I share it? I thought I shared it. Maybe I didn't. Here, let me share. This one here, go live. There you go. This team here that I'm showing on the screen, we can mirror this with Hela and beat it, right? Because I just advised people that we could do it, so I'm really hoping I wasn't wrong.
I think power level matters. I think what Juicy's saying is like, there are some scenarios you come into where it's just too big.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I was able to
punch across, Hela, you will go first if you use Hela.
Yeah.
So the thing that you have to, so I punched up like maybe 200k and it was fine. You just have to be cautious because of the Tangle Weaver. Sometimes the ISO attack kills Weaver and she stays dead, and sometimes she doesn't. And you don't know which one you're going to get, so you have to be careful on that first vulnerable.
Oh, jeez. Hype Train from Pathfinder Gaming giving out a community sub. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Well, he also had, Juicy also had in that fight he Emma revived randomly, and that couldn't even happen.
Right. Yeah. Tana was saying that the revive thing on Cersei is buggy as hell. Revives anybody. It's just really weird.
Yep. Nah.
Well, I appreciate you, BCG. That was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I was the streamer who I'm the one who caused the reporting to happen. I was doing my
Well, I'm anxious to get in there and try some things on this. I want to see what works and what doesn't. This is one of those cases where your knee-jerk reaction to this overwhelmingly like wall of a defense is like, oh, what a headache. But then we get in discussions like this where we all get together and we figure out ideas and we figure out how to beat it. And just like in the Ender's Game, not the movie Walking Hate, the book, because the movie sucks. But we figure out how to beat it, much to Scopely's chagrin. And I want the information to get out there so that people don't feel forced to buy their fucking teams. I get so pissed off when they do this. When they make the game worse.
Somebody in chat's trying to get your attention.
When they make the game worse so that we will buy their stuff. And it's like, why not make the game fun? Why not make a good character that we want to buy and play? You know?
Well, also, the bad thing is that they put them at the end of the patch.
Yes.
BCG just cheering biddies like crazy, man. Sorry about that. People are telling me I'm ignoring chat, so I got to interrupt you guys to get chat. I'm sorry, guys. If I could have 92 people on voice with me at the same time, I would, but I got to limit the numbers here.
I'm all in. Let's go.
Yeah, it won't sound like we're in the middle of an auditorium.
I hope half of them are named Johns when you say, hey, John, and then...
Yeah, right.
No, not at all. Not any fucking
Okay,
planet.
so I don't know. I guess there's pros and cons to this new situation, but I think it's great that we're getting together and we're figuring out solutions to it. I'm probably gonna keep unlimited on offense for me, along with Dormammu. I might try that 2-tap with unlimited.
Are you still talking about yourself?
You're not missing much. I'm just saying inappropriate things to you. Okay, yeah, I was skipping over I'd read Rich on Ships and then just stop and not read anymore because I know what's happening there. Let's go back to MSF and see what the hell is going on here.
I got one question.
Okay.
Do you think Quicksilver is going to be dark promos?
Quicksilver, I have no information about this. We have been asking in the Envoy server about this. I have no information. My guess is yes, he will be dark promos. Holy crap! This is going to blow up a lot.
Quicksilver, by the way.
You're what?
Quicksilver is going to fix room 5.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He does not at all.
The full new Warriors team is literally written and designed to beat that Room 5.
No, I've seen test footage. Quicksilver does nothing in that fight against the Tango Web Eternals comp. He gets blown to smithereens.
Is he too slow to get going?
What is this double turn thing that I saw a developer note on in the vlog?
So he's charged. He will take a second turn. He'll go twice. And he does good. He will do good damage because he does heavy piercing, but he's not like, despite his lore being quick, he's not very fast as a character.
And you got to realize that. So I'm worried that he's not going to be. He's going to be like kind of like King, where like a 3/3 is okay, and like a 7/7 is insane. Yeah. And so you're creating another issue for your. He's going to help people who spend money in this game a lot more than people who don't spend money in this game. Yeah, in those fights. He's going to hit like a wet noodle for y'all.
Yes, thank you, Stochasticism. I do appreciate, let's see. So BCG with 1,000 bits and then 400 bits. Everybody else making fun of me. BCG with another 100 bits. Agent Diablo. God, I'm terrible. Agent Diablo with the follow. Did you see me try to read the word agent? Oh my god.
That was beautiful.
Agent Diablo. Okay, so APOC isn't going to do me any good in this room, is he? I'm better off with Emma.
There's some. I've seen some counters with APOC into the Tangle Web room that do work, but they're not efficient.
No, I mean putting APOC on defense in here.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
The accuracy thing is only in Arena and War.
Yeah. I'm better off with this.
I had some pretty good success with APOC on defense, but it wasn't enough success for me to want to keep him there.
Yeah.
He did really. I mean, he probably got, I think it was like 4 or 5 wins over the course of the 3 rounds, but he's so valuable on offense that it's not worth keeping him there.
Yeah, it's one of those win more things. He probably is better than Emma, but you're not winning. The teams that are going to win are still going to win, and the teams that we're going to lose are going to lose anyway with Emma. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I have YA, I have Infinity Watch, I have this group of numbskulls in portable shield device. Although I'm kind of wanting to try Fury and Friends in portable shield device. That sounds like a little fun, like a lot of fun. And you know what? I've done this already. Let's do that. Let's put Fury and Friends.
I do think Hydra Underworld's about to die.
You think so?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Negative's been in the web store for what, 3 months?
Because you can get ahead of Zemo now with New Warriors, right? They're faster than him.
Heck if I know. I bring you guys on to tell me this stuff. Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, the Warriors are going to get a lot of train and death proof. And Crucible, at least.
And they got pretty good. They actually have some like underrated resistance too.
To be fair, I mean, like one of the main reasons I was always putting my Underworld Hydra on defense was to pull the Eternals, right? That was my goal. It's like use that team to pull the Eternals so they can't use them somewhere else. Now the Eternals are going to be a defensive team, so it's like, all right, well, what's Purpose do they serve? There we go. Surface do they perv was what I was going with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now these are some key offensive tunes. That's why I don't like this team on defense.
Right.
Because we've used them to beat just about every other team.
Yeah, that's really bad. Like, you're gonna be surprised at what that team does. You could probably even put a Dormammu in place of that Zemo, and all this happens all over again.
After my mess up, I had to post that clip. I'm sorry, Ron.
So that's just my opinion of this, is that I've used these guys to beat every team that's on defense, except for Tangle Web. So that's a lot of
tools. You will really be happy with the Dormammu, that team. All that shit's just gonna happen again.
So you're thinking this is a great defense, but also lots and lots of great pieces for offense. That's what you guys are saying.
But they're just so good when they first spawn in that it's almost a waste to waste it on one attack.
Well, I mean, in theory, you're almost killing I'd almost say 2.5 teams here, like 2.5 offensive teams.
Right. I'm gonna need Dormammu for other things for sure.
And I still feel like Gamma beats this if somebody has Gamma on offense.
Yeah.
If you take Kestrel out, put in Maria Hill, and you
the Mayor still beats this.
Well, where do I need Kestrel? If I'm keeping the rest of the SA in here, where do I need Kestrel?
Wherever there's a dorm.
Well, so are you in where are you, Diamond 2 or Diamond 3?
Balsa Wood. I'm down in Balsa Wood. It's the one below Wood.
Got it.
Yeah. We're thinking about Scopely contacted me, and they were thinking about Shovel League, inventing Shovel League. It's the one where you dig down below the worst league available. They wanted to make that for me.
So you compete to be worse every week?
That's right. That's basically what I'm doing.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I'm in like Diamond 3 or something. But I fluctuate drastically. So I don't even look at my scores anymore because I'm so dismayed by it.
The other reason I'm asking is, still in the Diamond area, people are keeping Unlimited on defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can, there's a few different counters for Unlimited, a few different counters for Gamma that are most likely still going to be on defense, where Kestrel kind of plays a part in it. So there's options, but having her there is going to be more beneficial for you than not having her.
I don't know. What do you just tell me, guys? Just say, hey, Seven, put this on defense. Just say it. Just say, put this on defense, Seven. Because you guys are like, that's great on defense, but it's great on offense, and you should try this, but don't do it.
Hold on.
Look, I think the reality is, like, we're all going to have different opinions. And
you don't say. Have you ever met the Marvel Strike Force community?
What I'm trying to say is we all have different rosters and different builds than everyone else does. So what we're recommending may not work for you. So you always got to kind of take what you can from everybody and do what you feel comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes Marvel Strike Force so unique, is that everybody has different level rosters. So maybe that guy has a really, really crazy Darkhold, but I have a geek-ass Gamma, or they have a really high Death Seed, and it's different play styles. So people learn different kits, and they learn the goods and bad. I love that addition.
I think me and Ron are around the same level in Crucible, give or take. But so what I did here, so I got this from Reaper actually. I threw my Gamma on defense, but I split them up. So I have Red Hulk with that Hydra Underworld team, and then have Captain America with the rest of Gamma.
Okay.
I did that as an experiment. Just this is more of an experiment because I wanted to see if it slowed down Death Seed, and not one time did Death Seed come into that.
It worked. It worked very well. I'm just saying, in the Diamond 2, Diamond 3 area, it's working, and it gives you, with one team in Gamma, it's giving you 2 solid defensive teams, because pretty much that team becomes a 2-tap because people end up underestimating Red Hulk, and then Red Hulk just does Red Hulk things to everybody. So
yeah, Lange, Infinity Watch doesn't necessarily work anywhere. It's just an efficiency suck. They take a lot to get through them. A lot of times people will, when APOC first came out, people were adding Apocalypse to their counter because then you would be able to remove their immunities and stuff and beat them more efficiently. And it wasn't that they were a challenging team to beat, it was just the efficiency thing. So Infinity Watch is always a good team to use on defense. It's not going to stop anything. It's just that they absorb more points on defense than they give you on offense. And there's no, I don't think there's any reason to make anybody a fortifier on that team. I mean, you could, I guess, if you put them in 3, but
they're going to cause enough issues on their own without needing all the extra room bonuses and fortifier and stuff.
Well, I will say, Run, if you're going to use Hydra Underworld, I would definitely make Zemo a fort because you want him to spread immunity to adjacent and change the placement so he's hitting 2 people that wouldn't get it normally.
Yeah, let's do that. And then, we'll figure out where he needs to go. Zemo. There he is, Zemo. Look at me just buying blue 2.3 everywhere. Just get them all. I just have 5 sets of ISOs for every character. For the love of God, I say this every stream, I swear. Please, whoops, that's war. They need to give us the button to just click it and switch it wherever we're at, whatever game mode we're at. We should be able to click on the character and just switch the ISO right then and there.
As well as I do in Crucible, like ISO, remembering to do ISOs is probably my #1 problem. And if it weren't for Juicy being in my chat, I would screw it up every time.
You talk about like a slider right where the ISO is, where we look at it.
Yep. No,
and just blink, just shift over, shift.
Yeah, right here where it shows this blue fortifier. I should just be able to click on that, and it shows a list of 5 ISOs, and I click on which one I want. That's it, right here in the screen. It's the simplest thing, and if they did that, I would be more prone to buying, more ISOs for my characters because I'd want to try things out more often, but it is such a pain in the ass to do what I just did, which is back all the way out of this game mode, go through 15 different loading screens because I click on the wrong game mode when I try to come back to it, and then come in here, lock it in, leave. Now I got to go back to my Zemo over here and change him back to a skirmisher now that it's locked in, and I probably forgot to lock it in the previous game mode, and I'll have to go back and do it again before bedtime. Because I'm a noob like that, and I make those kind of mistakes. Sorry, my kids use the word noob all the time. It's kind of part of my vernacular now.
I got a question for you, Ron.
What?
Go to your roster real quick and search up BKT.
Is there a BKT now?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! How cute!
It's for the event. Now, mind you, do you believe those 5 characters can run up the entire pocket dimension and defeat that Ultron at the end? Fuck no.
Probably.
I don't know. Is it tuned to?
It's gonna take a lot of.
Is it tuned to Dark Dimension 2? Is it because this is what I used in Dark Dimension 2? So if it's, I did it before a long ass time ago. Haven't touched it since. I don't think. Maybe these 2 characters got 5 more levels. So, I don't know.
It's just like there's this synergy with Guardians, and that's it. And Cosmic.
Right. And remember,
they'll be able to do it.
You want this Skirmisher, Striker, Skirmisher on these 3 over here so that you get the quadruple tap. That was the cool thing that happened out of there. Remember, it's going to be a tickle fight, though, because none of these characters have damage to speak of. But you got to do what you got to do.
I just really hope that it's not the Ultron teams, and I hope it's new enemies.
Yeah.
Or at least.
Well, don't hold your breath, Bendable. They don't like to do new anything. They like to cut and paste everything.
Every pocket dimension has been different. Like there's always, it's not the same. So there'll be a boss, but the other thing you have to remember is anybody who's been playing, anybody who lived through the Black Order, situation of 2 years. Their Thanos is most likely going to be 6 or 7 red. Thanos by himself is probably going to be able to get through most of the nodes. So,
well, I hope so. I hope people don't get hung up. I would hope that it's easy for me to do at this power level, but just a little bit less. It would be challenging, and I think that would be an appropriate place to put it. so that if all of your characters are at 85,000 power level, you would struggle to get through it, but could pull it off. I think that's a pretty good place for the difficulty, 85,000 power level across the board. That's just where I think would be fair.
Have you looked at the Voyager tag for the Kestrel event?
No. Should I?
The Voyager is pretty good. It looks like Fury's going to get his time to shine.
Where's the Voyeur tag? I want that one.
Yeah.
We've already done that one though.
That's right. I love to watch.
Oh, hold on a second. I need to, yeah. So this is the Voyager roster. What's exciting about this? What am I looking at here? Don't all talk at once.
It's the Kestrel event, so you're pretty much going to be able to use Fury comps with like Surfer and all that. Should be pretty good.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stoke. Listen, some of these events, these events are genuinely the bane of my existence. Like even the new campaign modes, I'm sitting there like I keep forgetting to do them because I'm just like, oh great, I have to go in and hit auto, and then when I finish the first node, I have to go into the second node and go back in and hit auto, and it just.
I just barely finished my villain hard 5, and like I've just been so fucking lazy with it because I don't want to, because we haven't been able to spend campaign energy on what the fuck we want.
Right. Yeah. Let me spend my resources on what I want to.
Right.
I hoarded so that I could get ahead by picking and choosing and being strategic. They're taking all the choices away from us.
They're putting all of our hoarded resources in lanes and saying you're going to spend this here, and if you don't, then you're behind.
So I think it wasn't as bad for me because a lot of the characters I'm still farming are a part of that historic event. So I think that, like out of there's like 7 or 8 characters I'm hard farming, and one of them wasn't a part of the event. So it wasn't as bad. So I was just there was one person who I stopped farming for a week or whatever. So fine, it's okay. It's when like I said, the hard node coming out where those nodes aren't useful for me. So I just held off on them. So I don't think it was that bad.
We need to get rid of the magic 8 ball. It is clearly broken. How did I get 25 shards of Moonstone? How did I get 25 shards of Moonstone? I know I purchased one of her orbs. I always purchase one orb to remind me why those orbs suck so much and no one should ever purchase them.
I get 17, so that explains it. You got a yeah, you got 17 free, and then you probably got an 8 drop on the ball.
Yeah, it must have been some sort of free claims, I guess. I was just curious what those free claims were. The real invaders, I don't think that Cersei is necessarily worth taking to 6 red. I think she'll do you just fine at 5. If it were Icarus, maybe. But
she's more kit based. So.
Yeah, she's more kit based. She's there for flipping, and I think she does everything just fine at 5. I would save your 6 red for something else. So.
I honestly, Pathfinder, I want you to know that I was absolutely jumping up and down and dancing when the 8 ball told you the truth.
See, the 8 ball knows BKT is not going to beat Ultron.
Yeah.
But Ultron's not going to be in the final node, Bendy.
Hopefully not. But I'm just curious what game mode they're going to cut and paste from to fill that in, because you know they're not going to design something fresh and new.
You don't want Reaper in there. You don't want Eternals. What the fuck is he going to do with the new Echelon?
Think about you know who's going to be in the final node is most likely either going to be Fury or somebody, one of these new characters that was just recently worked. Listen, let me finish. Right before, on the last Pocket Dimension, they put Ultron at the end, right? What did they do shortly after? They gave Ultron a rework. They gave everybody 5-star Ultrons.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh,
so,
no.
I'm telling you, they right before they use that to showcase the characters that they're going to be putting out forward. So they'll create a mode, or they'll create a team with somebody in there who is either just recently getting reworked or getting reworked in the short future, and that so they'll use it as a showcase. Because right after the last Pocket Dimension, that's when we got all those Ultron reworks. That Ultron.
I don't know, Rich. I think that so many people, so many newer players are not going to have the BKT and not be able to get in. The only way they're going to showcase it is if they put those in the very first node, because that's the only node a lot of newer players are going to get to. With just the it's just those 5 characters for the Pocket Dimension. That's it.
That is it. If you die, you core. They're going to be selling Dark Dimension energy out the fucking ass.
If they wanted us to build people for Nowhere Heist, if they wanted us to build the Guardians team, if they wanted us to build BKT, why don't they just rework those damn characters? I'd love to play them. I thought they were fun characters with cool kits. I love their interactions. I would love to be able to play them. They suck.
What if they trolled everybody with Blue 4 at the end of Pocket? On your second run.
So run. What's coming out? What's coming out in the next month or so?
I don't know. I'm an Envoy. I don't pay attention to that shit.
No. The new Guardians movie, right?
The new Guardians movie, right? Okay.
So the chances that once again, Star-Lord has been somewhat relevant. They just reworked Fury. They reworked Magneto. So like, I'm telling, the next in line is going to be Star-Lord. So.
Well, I hope so, because he's still my in-game icon, man. I'm a big fan of Star-Lord. I want them to rework the character. I thought he was fun. I think his special energy battery thing is great. He's got the frickin' dance moves, man. His dance moves in the roster is amazing.
So, and then you think about it, right? The main movie is supposed to be the main movie is all about Rocket, right? So you have Star-Lord, Rocket. There's already 2 members of that team that are going to be important, right? Groot is always just Groot.
He's freaking fantastic. Come on, look at that. Look at that. That's fantastic. I want more of that. I want him to rework him right now.
Run. That's, oh, God.
I know that's clipped 17 times over already. I don't care. That's worth it, man. There's a reason I have him as my in-game icon. It's amazing. He's a fantastic character. He just happens to suck in-game right now.
Okay, I'm just making sure somebody clipped that. I was on it, but I wanted to make sure that got done.
Yeah, that's done.
I'm gonna do trigger fire just for that one.
It wouldn't be weird. He's a tech controller, cosmic, everything that well, I feel like tech is missing a gap. Ever since BA, we haven't really had anything tech but Kang.
Yeah,
maybe Ultra.
I mean, Kang's a pretty big one to have. So, I mean,
but honestly, I keep trying Kang in place of my BA members, and I'm not finding it working as well as just a full BA. Like, I can make a hybrid with Kang out of all sorts of stuff and do okay, or I can use my Bionic Avengers, but I can't seem to sub out any one character with Kang and still make it work as good as just a 5-piece.
Where's your Kang at?
He's not as big as he should be, actually.
Yeah.
I got my Masters of Evil working, and my rule is if it works, don't build it. And so my Kang isn't as high as he should be.
I brought Kang all the way up, and then just like brought the Masters of Evil up around him. So, at about right around 90, G16, he just he melts everybody, especially in if you give him the extra 5 levels, it'll make a significant difference.
Yeah, I should take him up to 90. His ultimate really works well in Arena now. I am using him on offense in Arena in a lot of places. By the way, why are people putting Kang on defense in Arena? I do the perfect mirror, and I beat that every time easily.
Don't listen to Run. Keep putting Kang on defense. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Keep putting it on defense, please. All right. It is the greatest defense of all time. Do it and be in my Arena shard, please.
Yeah, put Cable on defense instead. There we go.
Well, in my shard right now, it's full APOC teams, and it's a bloodbath, and I love it.
Yeah, mine just moves slowly. In fact, I'll go back and check where it's at.
If you have a gigantic Kang, it does actually work out, because when MLF gets to her second turn and does her rewind, that Kang speeds up and destroys them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that only works if you have a Kraken Kang, not a free-to-play Kang.
Who should I use as my 4th? Because Doom's probably a stupid idea. Who should I use?
Yeah.
Emma.
But they're going to be coming into it with APOC. Everybody in my alliance or in my shard has APOC where I'm at. So
Archangel.
Your placement's bad. This actually isn't a bad idea, but Doom needs to be next to Red Hulk.
I would put him. He's just gonna stop everything first.
The Emma one doesn't. I roll over that one pretty easy too.
Yeah, especially like so. The other thing too, right now is, if you like, I'm running the full APOC team, so like if Emma's in there, that's just extra pings for APOC, extra pings for Archangel, who's gonna just ruin you.
Hey, Juicy, doesn't Red Hulk give adjacent speed to a horseman if they're adjacent?
Yes, but they're going to rewind your Hulk with Kang, and they're going to hit that Doom. Now, you want to force them to hit the Doom.
Oh, so I want to probably put Hulk to the outside then.
Yeah, the way you beat it is you don't touch their Hulk at all. Don't get them mad.
Yeah.
No.
So
get a couple of them to scoop attacks out and get killed by it.
Okay, so Hulk isn't going to speed up anybody except for Apocalypse. He doesn't have to be adjacent to Apocalypse. Am I correct in that? He gives speed to Apocalypse, and he gives speed to one random adjacent horseman. And so the idea was you put him either on the edge next to a horseman or next to Apocalypse next to a horseman. But I'm not taking advantage of that other than APOC getting some speed, and then hopefully they're hitting Doom with the Kang, and then this happens, right?
I'm with you there. Where your original one was. I understand it. Because if I'm going into this, a lot of times my Red Hulk is going first, so I'm rewinding Rogue. So in this case, I probably hit Apocalypse, rewind all of them, and I'm just ignoring that side of the field. And I'm going to take down the right side first, and then I'm going to eventually get over to killing Red Hulk and Doom. So
you can throw APOC center, Red Hulk behind Rogue, and Morgan Le Fay over.
So APOC in the middle. Doom on the end.
Hulk, and Red Hulk right next to Rogue, the taunter.
Okay, who's in the middle? APOC?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll find him because he's not at a decent power level. I hate when they're not all at the top. Okay, who's over the shoulder here?
One side would be Morgan. That side would be Red Hulk.
And then you put the other one over there, and then you put Rogue right next to Red Hulk.
And we're going, who did we say we were going to do here? Doom? Mm-hmm. Where'd my Doom go? Doom? Oh, man, I got to put some levels into Doom. I guess I forgot him.
Dude, that's been one of my, like, I want to do it so bad. I want to get this. Is there a 6 red on Doom available? You have to buy it.
I think so.
Yes, it is, but it's very expensive.
I know it's not going to work, Pathfinder. I know. Nothing holds in Arena. I understand. Let's go and play and have some fun and see what happens. Holy shit, stream's running late today. Here's this with Kang, right? This is so I just do a perfect mirror of this and I get the speed advantage. I don't even care about my placement. I'm not even going to, I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. I may lose, but...
I'm also at rank 11. It's like it was meant to be.
Nice.
MLB.
Right, don't touch that Red Hulk.
Yeah.
That one team, the Tangle Web Undying with Emma.
Yeah.
Kang doesn't even get a turn if he's on defense, and he can have revive once, and he'll come back and still not get a turn.
Andy, Kang should never be on defense in any situation.
Yeah, ever.
So if the person puts it on defense, I don't care. His kit specifically says, on offense, get this. On offense, get that. So...
let's do...
Red Hulk.
You think so?
Yeah, Red Hulk's getting some love right there. You see that? Whenever you can ability block somebody that doesn't have immunity, do it. I.e., the same person, I guess. Because you got that vulnerable, so it'll double. And they don't have revive one. There you go. Dude, that basic is so fucking thick. I've noticed that, dude. I've noticed that ever since my Morgan Le Fay hit gear tier 17. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. That basic fucking steals. Imagine at Blue Eyes to 5, Ron.
Yeah. Let's see
That
if I
extra
can't
drain.
make this stick. Oh, he's got immunity. Never mind. Whoops, that was a mistake. I should have put the stun on.
You're still good. You're still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't stun him.
Yeah, you're done for, buddy.
Yeah, that was no good. I chose the wrong target on that one.
I love how his kid specifically calls out the stun, like, stun me, I'm just gonna ruin your life.
You're still good. You're still good. Just reset time. Reset.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely reset time. Whenever I have an opportunity to reset time, I always reset time. Now, you win.
Okay. That was terrible. That was terrible, and I beat Kang on defense. So don't do. If I'm the one, like, if I can beat it, you don't want to use it. So there you go. That's proof.
Unless you're in my arena shard.
Except on Rich on Ship's arena shard, it's highly welcomed over there. Yeah. So that was not effective gameplay. That was sloppy defense right there. That's the only reason I won. Guys, stream ran way late. I have been enjoying myself talking with you immensely, but I do have to go take care of my children who are breaking things in the background over here because I think they're unattended at this point in time. So I'm going to shut down stream. Who's streaming? Are any of you guys going to start streaming soon? And we'll just send the party, or let's send it back over to Dorky Dad. He's up. Oh no, he's playing Diablo.
Yeah, screw Dorky. I'm just kidding.
Gideon, hey, let's go raid Gideon XL. Gideon raided me earlier today. Let's send everybody over there and you can talk to him. I've been enjoying some of his YouTube content, actually. Pretty nice guy.
The Dan Dangler's on. Somebody posted that in chat. I didn't say it. It would have been funny. I only follow Ammo because I'm a loyal person.
All right, thank you, Juicy, Reaper, Rich on Ship, Zero Cool Gamer, and of course, Bendable Straws for joining me today. Thank you for Pathfinder, Benny Westside earlier today. Thank you, everyone in chat that came by. Thank you guys for the bits, BCG, gifting out subs and bits, Pathfinder Gaming, a sword named Kindness, subscribing, gifting subs to the community, all kinds of follows and stuff. Very productive day, lots of good conversations, and I feel a lot better leaving this stream than I did coming into it, which is the way I like to do things, ending it on a happy note. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the blog post, whatever it has to do. I'll probably be visiting Happy Hour later tonight, so maybe I'll see you guys there, or maybe I won't. Bye, guys.